Hello there, Fallout friends. No whippersnappers allowed today, I'm afraid. And if you're after some good, clean fun, perhaps give this one a miss. Welcome to Hooters. Or Drew P's Hooters, to be exact. Is this the real treasure of Jamaica Plain? Old Longfellow seems to think so. He's inside already, and we'll go and find him shortly. Now, I'm just playing for time and hoping YouTube doesn't get upset with me, so feel free to use the timestamps to skip to the tour now. I believe it's better to have a buffer before you show certain types of things. So this build is the result of a joke that went much too far, but I keep my promises, so here you go, Mr. Tango. We begin our tour on the steps of what was once a church, but I think any god has long since abandoned this place. It seems they're very clear about what unholy things are on offer here. Now, Abe visited yesterday, and he's asked if the folks inside would hold their performances and retain a few garments while we look around, so hopefully we'll avoid anything too explicit. Alright, here goes. I think we'll go and meet Mr. Drew P first. He inherited this place and all of the girls from his dad, Drew Peacock Sr.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good thanks, Drew. Just having our tour of your fine establishment. Nothing more to say? Over here is his favourite of the old gals. This is Eileen.
That must be 30 years? More? Since someone did the dance like you?
Shh, nobody's supposed to know about that. Abe may have had one drink too many last night and taken to the stage briefly. You may begin to notice as we walk around that Drew hasn't had much luck at recruiting any younger ladies since he took the place on. But I think as it's early and all quiet down here, we'll head upstairs
Another
first.
day of hard work. It never changes.
Oh yeah, you're rushed off your feet, poor soul. So up here is Drew's living space. Looks like someone left the door open. There we go. We have a little office area here. This business seems fairly profitable. And then... oh my goodness, what a state. I think Drew must get too busy downstairs to bother with tidying up. Gross. Right, through to the bedroom? I don't even want to know. At least there's some natural light and not too bad of a view. And the sleeping area. What is this? Again, maybe I don't want to know. And I certainly don't want to know what's on these tapes. Good grief. Right, I think on second thought we'll leave this open and let things air out a bit. Have a look at Drew's outside space. Looks as though he gets through a lot of meat. Let's just have a wider view. Sort of a porch garden thing. Somewhere nice to sit of an evening. And it seems he's trying to stay in shape, but perhaps the meat and junk food might be winning that battle. And then there's this very tasteful and artistic sculpture as well. Super toilet. This appears to drain right down onto the plants below. Nice. And down this rickety fire escape. Hello. You're totally away with the fairies. Dreaming about the evening's performances, I should think. Yeah, out here we have a herd of faithful regulars who do chores in exchange for free drinks.
In the deep fog, there's things out there.
Oh, we've been hitting those drinks already. Alright, back in we go. Still quiet for now. Okay, so I reckon we'll go and have a look at the ladies' room. This is a new addition devised by Drew to expand his customer base.
I'm looking for trouble, I hope.
No, and to be honest, I wish I was at Grandma Iris's with a nice warm drink by the fire. Right, so yeah, junk and danglers, with some fairly blatant clues as to what's through here. And yeah, Drew operates a tokens as tip system to keep everybody safe. No brawling over caps in here. And this is where the ladies can come to have some fun. Watching men put up shelves in their pants. This is Eileen's son Ben. 10 points and a pinned comment if you can guess their surname.
My kids ain't gonna believe the stories about you.
Ah, you listen to the radio. And then over here we have a bit of a sad story.
Whatever.
Oh, you are down in the dumps. So this is Harrison, though he used to be known as O-T4NG. Abe lost touch with him after Ticonderoga. He clearly got out alive and somehow ended up here. We'll have a word with Drew later and see if we can take him back to the railroad, I think. It does look as though Ben is perfectly capable of putting on a solo show.
Bring it on, Island. I can take it.
Who's Island? This is a particularly rowdy lady. Anyway, back up to Hooters. Ah, there's Longfellow.
Need to get back
Alright,
to
Longfellow.
Diamond City one of these days. Biggest
Longfellow.
town I ever saw.
He's just absolutely enamoured with Nancy over here. I think she reminds him of Hannah. So Nancy goes by the stage name The Black Widow, weaving men into her web for some 55 years.
What the hell is a synth, anyway?
I did hear there was a pretty unpleasant group in for the matinee. They didn't enjoy the show. And they were synths, were they? You poor old thing. And they've left behind a load of litter as well. How very rude. I don't know.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Ah, so like waitressing today, performing tomorrow? That's if Tabitha will ever leave the stage. She reckons she's descended from the original Nuka Girl and has based her act around that.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
The farm? What? This out here? Fair enough. So yeah, Tabitha's routine is based around the Nuka World theme, only modified for Hooters. So she sings and slowly removes pieces of her costume. It is a sight to behold. Nothing for us now.
Farming's as honest work gets.
And apparently she has a special interest in farming as well. Or maybe a crush on one of the regulars. Maybe Ethel here gets to be her warm-up act every now and then.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Oh, are you practicing your lines? Uh-oh, we've got revelers turning up. I think we better speed things up a bit.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Now that's some strange deflecting. Enjoy your evening, pervert. Okay, so just Candy left to see in her private room.
Take it one day at a time.
We've seen and done some things in here, I bet. These your toys and tools? Interesting stuff. Oh no, I think they've waited as long as they can.
Is this thing on? Testing.
Now that's some firepower there.
You don't need to start that, we're just looking, nothing more. Thank you. So we'll just buy a quick drink to say thanks.
It's as simple as that.
What if there was a place with all the hoots of droopy hooters? Wouldn't that be the most enticing place in all the world? You can drink your fill of pop broths, you can ogle pretty girls. Now we're fun for all the rehab men who put up shelves.
And we made it to real talk. What are you doing?
We could really use your help.
I'm kind of busy right now.
No, I'm just passing through.
Abe!
No. Too bad.
Let her down
I was hoping
politely
you were
at
here to help.
least. Well, now I feel bad. I've never said no before. Oh well, workshop I guess. Right, where to start? As I said, this was a joke that I had to go and take a bit too far, and now I'm just all flustered. I guess bin tables will do. So yeah, this is all the bins from the surrounding area put to good use. They've just been secured here by an ashtray, so it stops them from going flying. Yes, I cleared this surrounding area of all junk, cars, everything. Pushed them all back and scrapped them, just to try and help out with my 3 build bars that I've pushed to here. And we got Nancy's stage, so it's not a very complicated construction, but this corner of the car park, it didn't want to let me finish the floor. So there's a hole underneath here. I just left the arena stand rugs because they're not visible from the front. And then this feels like the Fallout building equivalent of like high school doodle graffitis. I think I'm a bit ashamed of myself. Yeah, and some small ones. And yeah, these marquee arrows here, they're pretty forgiving on collision. I did have to use a pillar just to sink them low enough here, but they do sink in a bit. And down here we of course have some well-placed scavenging stations. Outside they look estate actually. As I said, I filled 3 build bars here, and things were getting a bit strange, so I couldn't fix up the outside. We'll just head round and look. Oh, tiring times to be a provisioner's cow. Get back to work. So yeah, it would have been nice to have put some extra walls or buses or something around here just to hide it all, and a completed roof, but I really didn't want to push my luck. As I said, it felt like it was beginning to get a bit unhappy here. Oh yeah, I forgot all about the toilets on the tour. Never mind. And then back in here. So on the stage we have these snakes. I just kind of thought they looked cool. They also don't seem to have much collision on the tails. So if I just grab one of these chairs, this worked with plenty of different objects. Most of it is fine, there's just a little area at the end where you can't place. And here's my try at a microphone. Whoops. So yeah, I couldn't sink anything into the floor here, because the floors had to be doubled up, because the area is kind of awkwardly dimensioned. So yeah, we've just got some volt conduit and neon number 7. It's not particularly outstanding, but that's the best I could do. And then these TVs are just all rug glitched into the wall for decoration. Yeah, this wall was actually kind of a pain, so nothing will go up here. Things will just catch on the edge of the TVs, but not the wall itself. I guess it's just too close to the boundary or something. I tried all sorts of approaches, but it was just having none of it. Oh yeah, I forgot to look around here as well. So we've got wonky exit door and just a nuke girl on a backwards sign. And then in here, we've got some more of these great grandpa shelves. And I feel like maybe a tag here is a disservice, but there we go. You're welcome. And then just more arena stands. And then I used a Schiller to essentially rug glitch these candles into the mannequins. Right, I made a time-consuming error and will have just chopped a piece out. Sorry about that. Right, where were we? I think upstairs will do.
But it's something.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
What is this now? That's a new one. I did say things were getting a bit strange here, but I haven't seen that before. So yeah, I had junk zapping out of existence when I dropped it from my inventory, and some self-destructing resources and a lot of juddery behaviour, but no ice skating crates until now. Oh well. Oops, wrong button. Torch. So yeah, there's nothing too unusual in here. Just had to use rugs for the furniture installation. Yeah, it's a bit of a tight space. Bit more junk decoration. And then a pillar and a campfire for the floor pieces. And I've just noticed that we have 2 more pillows than we had on tour, so yeah, 2 of them disappeared for ages and they're back somehow. And these roofs had to be put on with a pillar as well, because there was a huge gap between the wall and the roof otherwise, so they had to be sunk down a bit. The flat roof just kind of felt right here. Still going. Right, and then out here. Okay, so I'm a little bit ashamed of myself, but look at the lack of collision here. It's kind of like they did want this to be done. And I'm not the only one who went there either. I did learn after the fact that Tango and Caps made the very same kind of filth, so I didn't copy it, but I'm relieved to know that I'm not alone in doing it. Oh, and the sign, yeah. I do love my fun with neon. So we've got these K's and backward K's. Again, I'll just highlight the pieces so you can see what it's made of up close. Oh, and I fell off. Stupidly close to the boundary once again, but I really wanted to use the existing walls here because we don't have much access to nice brickwork. So I got this piece on first, and once it was in at a good height and straight, the rest of it snapped together quite nicely. It was a little bit awkward at the entrance, but this powered door kind of just filled up the gaps. And it's nice and secure for such an establishment. There we go, just open back up. And I think that'll probably do. So yeah, while I do the next bit, then you can enjoy a look at the toilets. That seems kind of fitting. Followed by a selection of brilliant NPC lines which made me giggle here. So yeah, if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. Consider a thumbs up for my embarrassment, and please don't unsubscribe. We're getting spooky next time, so I hope you'll join me then. But for now, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and always shut the door of a public toilet. And that's goodbye from Hooters. Bye!
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Lost track of how many blisters I got. A lot of people only got the clothes on their back here. With ordnance like that, no wonder you wiped out those crabs.
Hard times.